Simon & Schuster AudioWorks presents Star Trek: The Next Generation.
There was a slightly longer pause because my brain told me to say go, and then I remembered I don't say go. It just go. I just start counting.
We can do another count in if you
No,
want.
it's all good. It worked out okay. We
1,
counted in,
2, 3, 4. There you go.
Max, the Starfleet Academy trailer starts now.
Now.
How I get why they do it, but it's always very annoying when trailers have that these days. You go to YouTube to watch a trailer, and the first 5 seconds is like a trailer for the trailer, and they go, "Time for the trailer! Look out! Here it comes!" And it's like,
Yeah, because it was a con, right? So they just pulled that out or something, and it's because it's on the big screen, and it goes like Starfleet, and everyone goes like, "Yeah!"
No, it's an eye catch because they just use the video for ads.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, all the ads have like a 5-second and then skip thing.
Yeah.
So they have a little bit at the beginning, because obviously a lot of ads start slow, don't they? You don't know what you're watching.
You don't know. Is this a car ad or is this a perfume
Just like for
ad?
a car or a sanitary pad, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or a
it
bike.
Could be. Yes. Or a service.
Or maybe like Indeed. Is this an Indeed advert?
Yeah, maybe I can get a job after this.
Am I gonna be applying to a job at the end of this advert? Because I do everything that an advert says once it's done.
Yeah, I already have a job, but maybe this Indeed advert is gonna make me apply for what job.
Maybe they're gonna have a job in this advert that is specifically for me.
That would be awesome. It makes sure
targeted
it's
job advertisements.
Yes, it just shows we need you. Well, I guess there are like our Navy needs you ads. They technically job advertisement ads.
Yeah, they are. No, they're recruitment ads.
There you go. So
But I mean, like you turn on one of those Indeed ads.
Your Greg's you
Max,
needs you. Yeah,
Max, we need you to wash the toilets in the 3M building.
And it has like an AI ad of me with like a plunger fighting like a dragon in the bath or something.
Yeah,
and
like a
coming
big
out of a
brown
toilet.
dragon coming out of the toilet.
This could be you.
This could be you. Would you take it? Would you see that as divine providence? Telling you have to clean toilets now?
No, I would imagine that it's this diabolic algorithm, horrible
There's gonna be once there's the targeted AI ads, there's gonna be like a year of at least 1 year of people going completely insane. Like it's gonna ramp up the AI psychosis stuff
true.
like 100%.
That's true, yeah.
For like at least 1 year until it becomes commonplace that you're just gonna see yourself and your name in an advert for some reason.
Have you been involved in an accident and there's an accident and like over boom, and a guy like is leaning dead on the wheel and it's you? And it's like blood coming out of your nose, and you're like, what?
You just decide I need to avoid cars now. Forever.
Yeah, it scares you using cars because it's like people are gonna have the same thing as like people used to think I don't know that like cameras captured your soul.
They used to think that the train was coming out of the screen at them.
That's true. Yeah, they used to do that. Yes. Oh, that would be awesome, man. I feel like
the train came out the screen.
No. I feel like that would be a really cool thing. Like they do a screening where it's a train and it's like a thing. Everybody get up and run, and then everybody gets up and run.
Oh, like as a gag,
like an event. Yeah, it's
like
The Room, but we watched.
Like, okay, everybody, we're going to watch the Lumine brothers. Random footage testing the camera, and then when the train is coming, we're all gonna get up and run. Okay, everybody, that's the whole reason we're doing this screening.
It's like Chicken Jockey, but it's the train,
People would get hurt, dude. You need to coordinate stuff like that. People would get hurt.
Yeah.
Everybody would be
thinking-
like trying so hard to act like the big, because it'd be being filmed for TikTok.
I was
and
thinking
YouTube,
about,
obviously.
like the Hindenburg burning, and you have the guy, oh,
Yeah.
the calamity,
The
like the
humanity,
guy,
he says.
oh, the humanity.
You got the
know,
quote wrong immediately. in your
the
premise
guy
picture.
is like, I feel like that's one of the first reaction videos to ever exist, in a way,
Sure.
Because it's like, it's a guy, it's a streamer, it's a radio guy,
I'd
reacting to
say
something that's happening,
yeah.
You just put, if they had the technology, they would have him like in the bottom right corner as the Hindenburg is falling and into bits,
Yeah,
Right?
I mean that's kind of yeah. You could say that the Edward Muybridge and the video essentially of a horse galloping
Yeah.
is kind of the first reaction video, because the jockey is reactive to the horse's movements.
That's true. But there's
You can
no
kinda say that's the
speech.
first reaction
There's no
video.
speech though.
No, but it's still a reaction, isn't it?
I feel like you're
Really, the train
you're just trying
video.
to
The
make
train
me feel,
video.
It feels like you're just trying to make me feel bad more than anything.
The train video
It feels like
also
you're just trying
predates
to
it
be
because the people are
agitating for no
reacting to the
reason.
train by getting onto it.
I feel like you were just
you
trying
could
to make
dish
me
it out, but
feel
you can't
bad
take it.
by
You're always doing
saying
shit
that
like
I
this
was
to me.
wrong for no reason.
You're
I mean,
always
like,
doing shit like
I-
this to me
No,
every
I'm
fucking
not.
episode.
I'm not.
And now I do it once, and it's like, you know what? I quit. I quit the show. I don't want to do this
I
anymore.
feel like you're
mean.
just
You're mean.
trying to make me feel bad.
You're
more than it-
cruel. You're a cruel person. I hate you. That's what
I
you're
had-
saying. And it
yeah,
hurts. It
exactly,
hurts me.
yeah.
But you know
Yeah.
what? I weather it because I'm strong and I'm bold.
Sure.
And I'm taking the
I-
world. I'm taking the
Mhm.
world by my hands.
Oh, the humanity. That's what people are saying right now while listening to this, as our friendship is falling apart in the fire,
I like the original, the way you said it first. Oh, the calamity as well.
Yeah.
There's something funny about that. Oh, the calamity.
Because I thought it was something more old-timey in a way. Like, I don't know. It feels like something
I feel like the
like
humanity is pretty old timey.
Yeah,
People don't say
it's-
humanity anymore.
You don't say humanity nowadays.
People
I
don't really say humanity.
People
much.
say AI nowadays.
People say like chopped.
They
and
say
unk.
skibbity. Yeah.
They say unk.
They say Riz. Yeah. Oh,
say
the
huzz.
Riz.
No, even then, dude, you're like a year behind now.
I know. I don't care. I don't care to
It's
keep
you
up.
gotta. How can we ever be popular if you don't keep up?
I don't think the audience that we're aiming for is.
Maybe the audience
Young-
you're aiming for.
I'm aiming for, people that are somewhat similar age to us. I don't know who you're trying to.
I'm going for the
attract.
I'm going for the most current thing because that's where the money
Mhm.
is.
I guess.
I'm saying all
Chicken
the I'm
jockey.
chopped, unk,
Yeah.
nephew,
What?
huzz.
Nephew is a thing?
Yeah.
What does nephew mean?
It's like the opposite of unk. It's like what unk
Oh.
say.
Okay.
Little bro, you know. If
Mm-hmm.
you want to like big dog somebody these days, you call them little bro.
I feel like if you did that to a younger person, I think you would get chopped or whatever. I feel
No,
like
chopped
this
is if you're ugly. If you're like fucked up, or they like you just woke up, your hair's all fucked up, and you haven't got any makeup on or
Mhm.
whatever, you're chopped.
okay.
If you like have let yourself go or something, that's
Yeah.
you're chopped. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I'm unk. I'm a bit chopped. Mostly, I'm unk. I would say.
Okay.
You're not unk. You're nephew.
No, I don't.
Your
I don't
nephew.
care. I don't want to. I think
You're not unk. is
kids
what I'm saying.
immediately, or like younger people immediately call you out on this stuff when you try to do this, use this sort of language, and you're.
I'm
definitely
just
not
saying
young.
I'm aware I'm aware of it. I'm not so I'm
Mhm.
not I didn't say it until it became prevalent to the conversation.
Okay.
I'm not trying to fit it. I'm not trying to cram it in. But
Mhm.
it's good to have a working I think this is the issue that I have when a lot of people talk about like the brain rot. you
Yeah.
know? Like when people are like, oh, la boo boo, that's brain rot, you know? It's like, nah, it's just beanie babies, man. We've always
Yeah,
had
it's
beanie babies.
just
Every
the
couple of
cycle-
years we have beanie babies.
It cycles. That's the world is.
People use
history is
brain
made of
rot
cycles,
too
you know?
much as an admission of not understanding the current culture, you know?
Yeah, of course. Because like people back in the day, it was like it's Satan. D&D is Satan.
True. Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Now it's like
Satanic
brain
panic.
rot.
Now
And,
they like to say brain, because I think the before it was very Christ forward society,
Yeah.
and it felt good to cast
Yeah.
the satanic stone at other people. But now we're not as Christ focused. People value their own intelligence more.
Yeah.
So they call it things they don't understand, brain rocks. It makes
That's
themselves feel a little just a bit
Enlightenment.
smarter,
Yeah.
Like my brain isn't rotting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking at short form content. I'm just watching a video essay every time I eat.
Yeah.
It's
on my
entirely
second
different.
screen, actually. I'm not even really watching it. I'm playing something.
But I'm not brain rotted.
I'm playing Vampire Survivor on my main screen, and I'm occasionally glancing on my second screen.
I'm eating my Uber Eats burrito.
I'm listening to a video essay about a video game that I will never, ever, ever play.
I'm watching ending explained videos.
Yeah.
But I'm not brain rotted.
No.
Not like those children on TikTok ruining their mind.
Mm-hmm. I can then claim I watched this media or like partake in it and be included,
Yeah. They should do like I did with Discovery and just skip every other episode for like 5 episodes so you can catch up, and then be like, well, they recap it at the beginning, all the
That's
important
true.
information. So why am I even fucking watching it?
That is indeed true.
Just watch every other episode and then watch the recaps and go, oh, okay.
Do you think the Starfleet Academy is going to start with a recap of Discovery? It's like, what the fuck happened? Because we're just like in a completely new universe.
Should we
in a
shift
way.
into it now? Should we shift into
Yeah,
it?
I guess, right?
Hello, welcome to Dead Ensigns, your number one Star Trek podcast. We're back.
Yeah.
We're back.
Kind
I'm
of.
Ben. This is Max. We're back
That's
briefly. If you don't care about Star Trek, skip forward until we stop talking about Starfleet Academy.
Put us
But
on,
if you're here for Star Trek, we're back, baby.
put us on 5 times speed.
Yeah. Put it on 5 times speed until you hear me sing What a Feeling.
Yeah. But
That'll
you'll
be
sing
your
it
signal.
slower, 5 times slower. So
No,
then
it'll
it
be
sounds
sped up.
normal. Oh,
They'll
okay.
get it. You just got to listen close. Don't get
Alright.
distracted by Vampire Survivors.
Mm-hmm.
I hear they're adding online multiplayer now.
I thought we already had that. Well, all right.
No, they have local multiplayer because we did that once
Oh,
with
yeah,
Gabs,
that's
right?
true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I don't get that game, man.
It's like an idol. It's like a next cookie clicker. Like
I know
next,
it's an idle
next,
game, but I
next,
just don't get
step.
idle games in general, really.
Yeah, I like from time to time, but not my main thing that I like to play when I listen to video essays on my second screen. I like city management games. I do that.
Nah, city management games
Or like
in general are
factory
pretty fun.
builders or
I
something.
like management games and builders and tycoons.
Mm-hmm.
But I never get very. It's the same thing I have with like Harvest, like Stardew Valley and Harvest Moon games.
Yeah.
It's like I get really into them, and then there's just like a point where my brain stops caring, and I go, all right, I'm done. And it happens very quickly for me.
Yeah,
Not
but
even in like,
you-
I'm getting distracted. I just get to a point where I'm like, all right, I'm tired of this. I'm
Okay.
done.
You've never
You know?
finished Stardew Valley?
I did
Okay,
like,
they
the most
kind of-
I've ever done is like
kind
a
of-
year.
Yeah, all right.
I do 1 year, and then I start doing spring again. I'm planting the same crops, and I'm like, I've
Yeah.
already done this shit.
The
man.
thing about it is that I don't
I've already
really
maxed
like,
out
it's,
somebody's romance. I'm done here.
It's like I enjoy like farming, like Stardew Valley and like Harvest Moon type games, but there is a point, like you said, where it's like I wish I could automate this now. Like there's like I've done it manually. Now I get to have a robotic
Yeah.
arm. That's why I enjoy Factorio or something, where it's like
Yeah.
you get to the point where you're kind of doing a little bit of manual stuff, and then
Those
you
do get
move into that.
too technical for me. I
Yeah.
kind of like Satisfactory. That was fun, but I think I'm too slow for those games. Not like I mean like literal
Slow.
speed. I don't
Too
mean like
slow?
a figurative, like a lack of it. Like I can work it out, but I remember playing it with you, and stew satisfactory. And I'm like working it out, and I'm like, oh, okay, if I do this to here and this here, and I can set up a nice little like factory. And then I look over, and you're like, okay, I've built the mega platform. I'm
Yeah.
gonna set up the super factory now up here, everybody.
Yeah.
And I've just got my piddly little thing. It's like, I think vanilla Minecraft is like perfect for me because it's got everything I want to do. I go and collect enough resources to build a really nice house, and then I hang out in the house for a bit, and then I tend to like just stop playing.
You kick back, you look at your
Yeah.
creation. I finally have built a house. I've planted a tree. I haven't gotten a family because you can't do that in Minecraft unless you said
Maybe
vanilla.
someday.
So maybe someday they'll add a family to Minecraft that you can have.
AI girlfriend, Grok mod.
A Grok mod. Oh no, it would be Copilot that you can sync into your
It would
because
have
of
to be
Microsoft.
Copilot, wouldn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
I'm your Copilot girlfriend in Minecraft. Let's
Well,
have
maybe
a
when the
family.
bubble blows up. Well, it'll be whatever one is left after the bubble goes.
After the AI wars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where it's like
Anyway,
it's not, it would
Sorry,
be
yeah.
it would be less like AI wars where there'll be like combat being exchanged. It would be like who is able to kind of survive long enough on the water that we currently have to be the last one that like is able to run their data centers, you know?
I'm just hoping it will be like AM and they'll just consolidate into one.
That's true. They just join together and
Yeah.
they create one big. But
One
then
super intelligence that hates us, and then
Yeah.
I don't know. That's it. That's like the final note. You know, we're done then.
yeah, unfortunately. But it has to get. But would you
Unfortunately.
like to be one of the 9 people or whatever? I'd say 6. I think it was in 6.
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't want to be tortured
Nah,
for 200
I'd-
years.
No, I'd rather be one of the lucky few that die.
That died immediately. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't think my life would be like, because like, picked people that had like stuff that happened to them throughout their life to torture them with, right?
He did, yeah.
So I don't think I'm like interesting enough to be one of the people to be tortured.
I kind of agree, but then I worry that like, excuse me, I've had so little going on that it does the inverse, and he's like, you barely even lived your life. Time to torture you
Yeah,
for eternity, because you're the one who would suffer the most. You
That's
know, you don't
true,
even
yeah.
have like super awesome memories of like, oh, I remember when the world was so good. I went skydiving and
yeah.
I climbed the Himalayas and stuff. I haven't done any of that shit. He'll just be like, you had so much time to climb the Himalayas, and now look at you. I've altered your brain to think you're a rat, but I've still kept a level of your intelligence so you're aware of the fact that you think you're a rat and you're living as a rat. So it's constantly torturous.
Nice. I
He
think
was
he would
doing
just
too much, bro.
he would just set me up and he'll be like, you need to make a not really that important of a phone call this day, you know? And that's enough. I'll be having like a panic attack,
bro.
you know?
Oh
I'll
man, he would make us adult, dude.
I'll be like, fuck, man. I have to
and
do
is
this
like,
phone
your
call.
torture is adulting today, bro.
You have to like do 2 things in a day, and I'll be like, fuck, man, to do things. God damn.
Dude, your torture, you gotta go fucking grocery shopping and do the laundry today.
it's fucking
oh my god, I
insane.
can't even, bro. Please.
Fuck, man.
He was doing
And
too
then
much.
then he would be like, I feel like it would just be boring to him for him to watch, because I think like he enjoys, right? He enjoys torturing people, you know.
He does. This
Like
is
Alex
what I'm saying, though.
Kurtzman
Like he could
enjoys
just
torturing
do, like,
us by making another start. No, go
he
on.
could just like skin people or whatever.
Yeah, because
Instead, he's like, no, it's got to be psychological.
It
It's
has to
like,
be
Does it
psychological,
really?
because he has to. Because
Really
like,
have to
I
be
guess
psychological?
I guess it's more like because it's like that's the difference between like humans and animals, right? You know, in a way where it's like you
No,
can
you can
kind
psychologically
of,
torture an animal.
you can, but not like I guess he also hates humanity. Isn't that another
He only
thing,
hates
right?
humanity because they're his creator. I don't think I can't remember. It's been a while since I read the short story, but I don't think he really cared too much about animals.
Yeah, it feels like.
I think he was just kind of chill on like dogs and cats.
Yeah,
and mice.
exactly. What happened to the dogs and cats? And I guess
Can you imagine he met
was,
like
Covered
Or
in-
there's the horrible nightmare torture area
yeah.
that exists for the 9 humans, and then the rest of the planet is just like a beautiful animal reserve.
I think the thing about it is that they
be
at
so
least in the
lovely.
game they do mention that it was like the surface of the planet is like Matrix.
It's all
basically
tubes.
surface.
It's all tubes now
Yeah.
to serve Am. Yeah.
Yeah, because he
I
doesn't.
never
really
played
care.
the game. I only read the short story, but I
Short
know it's
story.
it's a game that was like Harlan Ellison did help
Yeah, and
develop the story for
he
the game.
narrates the
And
intro,
narrates
like
the.
yeah.
I mean, now he plays.
Oh,
Am
he
in
plays
the game.
M. Yeah, he does the voice completely.
Yeah. He
But
is
yeah,
M.
apparently he was having a bit of a conflict with the creators because the creators wanted to do like a good ending, and he was like,
Yeah.
That's not the point of the story." And they did in the end, like kind of made like a better ending, and he was pissed at them that he included the.
I would.
they
I
included
understand. I would be too.
Yeah,
it does
yeah.
kind of go against the whole fucking
Yeah.
purpose of the fucking
Yeah,
story.
exactly. Yeah, and they were like, "'Cause it's a video game, you gotta win."
The players would be annoyed if their toy didn't say you did it.
Yeah. Max makes a phone call and successfully, and nothing happens, and he wins the game. My little screen at the bottom right turns green. I'm like, yeah, I'm happy.
They
I'm
also
done.
took out the baby eating. You know about that?
Oh yeah, I've seen that. That's it.
There's a bit where
I
the
was.
guy eats a baby, and they
yeah,
were like,
they-
"Yeah, we'll take that out."
They like recovered it, like they got back that like little, and I was like, this looks fucked up. Like I was like,
Yeah,
this
it's
is a
great.
bit
It's
too much.
silhouetted. It's like in shadows, but
It's silhouetted, but it has
damn,
like a as he does it, and it's like, oh fuck,
it's a bit much.
bit much, but whatever. You know, it's supposed
much.
to be M torturing a guy, but you know,
Anyway, speaking of torture for all eternity,
Mm-hmm.
Star Trek Starfleet Academy, the trailer, it's a official trailer starts now. The Max, do you love Euphoria?
never watched it.
I've not seen it either, to be fair.
So
But it's like the teens, they're in school.
yeah,
What do you think of the upcoming? I'll be honest. The thing that I most am interested in from this trailer is Paul Giamatti looks like he's giving quite the performance.
yeah, that it did seem like being a big part, right, of the story.
seems
Main
like
villain, it
he's-
seems, right?
Yeah, he's going for it, and he looks like he could be like an interesting and memorable villain. But the rest of it is I don't know.
Yeah,
It's not really. It's Discovery 2. It's the follow up to Discovery at the end of the day.
yeah, it interests me, you know, because as you said, like, you know, Paul Giamatti is kind of being a main villain. How are they gonna include that as? Is he going to go after them? But they're like a school, so they'll be doing exercises, right? They're gonna be learning how to be Starfleet, right? How
guess
is he gonna be the villain? You know what I mean? Like, is he gonna actively pursue them? You know, in a way, like, yeah, well, it feels a bit.
I feel like it's gonna be. It'll be like some fucking Star Trek Harry Potter shit where it's like they're doing their classes, but then every now and then fucking Voldemort comes along and
Yeah,
fiddles with them or whatever, and then they have to scare him away or something.
yeah.
And that'll be this. It'll be like Paul Giamatti will turn up every now and then in his ship. He'll be like, "Aha, I've got you now. Yeah, I finally got you, Caleb." Was it Caleb?
I don't know. I haven't
Belak?
I haven't really listened to Caleb. Yeah,
You see
Caleb.
the
I'm
bit
so
with
sorry.
just going through. You see the bit where the lady is like super screaming.
Yeah,
She has like an ultra scream,
because she's like, everybody I touch, I when I lose control, I hurt people.
like Rogue.
Yes.
They got the Doctor in there, but it's like I'm a little worried about how they write him. Could be bad. It could be bad. Generally, I don't know. Yeah, it's like how are we balancing the whole? There's a main bad guy we got to deal with, but also everybody who's involved in the story and on the ship is a child who is not a Starfleet member. It'll be interesting to see.
Because we did have like a pre-episode about Starfleet Academy with Tilly doing the lesson, you know, and them landing on the thing. But it feels like that's not going to be the format in a way, because they're going to have the ship. No, it's definitely interesting. It's like how like the character stuff in Discovery was pretty weak overall. So
And this is
It
now
seems like-
an even more character focus.
exactly, that's what
Star
I was
Trek
trying to
show.
get at. It's just like, are they going to be able to pull this off? You know, in a way, it would.
I think it's fair to say they won't be able to, as we have been watching the last fucking. When did Discovery come out? Like 2016, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Double check. Star Trek.
What's the ship called that they fly on?
Probably the USS Apple.
Because it's like teachers
the-
get
'cause of
apples,
school,
right?
'cause
Yeah.
of teacher. 2017. There you go, mid 2017. So we're 2 years off our 10-year anniversary of New Trek. Woo!
Athena, USS Athena. I just froze on the frame.
All right. We've had 8 years of this now. I think it's safe to say that
They can't do it.
it will be not good. But hey, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? The first couple episodes are directed by Alex Kurtzman, so that's fun.
I'll show you guys how to do it. You guys been
you
fucking me
guys-
over. All right,
You guys
entitled-
think you're so fucking smart.
You're making me look bad as a showrunner. I'll show you guys how to direct the show, Star Trek show. I'll prove
He
it to
also
you
has
guys.
directed like one episode. I was looking at his Wikipedia earlier, and I didn't realize he wrote Mission Impossible 3, which is funny because it's one of the worst ones. And wrote Transformers apparently. He wrote. I
Which
didn't
ones?
realize how much 2007 Transformer. And also
okay.
Revenge of the Fallen. Do you think he came up with the racist robots in the second one?
Yes.
You think that was his baby?
Yeah, it was his babies, 2 babies, because it was 2 robots. Yeah, definitely. He was
He
like,
also did some polish on the script for Watchmen as well.
he was like, I'm such a good writer, I can do racial comedy, you know. And then he did
if
it.
anybody's gonna
if
get it,
anyone can do
if
this,
anybody's gonna get it, it's gonna be me.
it's gonna be me. I'm gonna pull it off. Watchmen, like the show or the movie.
The movie.
Okay, because there's a show.
But I mean, as it's going, we might have to. We might have to stop supporting Paramount soon
unfortunately,
because of their big merger and everything.
who are they merging with? It's
They've fucking bought somebody, and they're trying to buy Warner Brothers at the moment,
oh no.
and they're trying to silence the people that work for them. You know, there's a lot of stories of like, it's a very, not to get too political here,
yeah.
but you know,
We spoke about the Hindenburg. We're already demonetized.
Yeah, we're already pretty political here after our Hindenburg discussion.
It's very divisive.
It's you know, they've got a side in current
Yeah.
conflicts.
you know.
Not to, you know. So, but yeah, ultimately, it's like, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to say goodbye to Star Trek forever.
Star Trek forever. Unfortunately, we gotta make our own
shame.
Star Trek. We call it Orville. I mean,
We'll call it
Star Boys. No, that's like a thing.
We'll call it Dead Ensigns.
That
We'll call it Dead Ensigns. Are you excited for Star Trek Starfleet Academy, Max?
I'm excited to have something to talk about when it comes to Star Trek. Because
Yeah,
I feel like
we got
it's
something
always
to talk
fun.
about.
It's
In
always
terms of
it's
Star
always
Trek.
fun.
It is
always
fun. It's fun to watch an episode and then
going-
rip into it. You know, like,
Why did they do a live
"Arr,
documentary
arr."
episode? You know, why did she become a god at the end of that?
Why did she become a god at the end of that season? Why did she do that? Why did they go
It's
that direction?
insane.
Why
I
was
don't
that the
know.
way they went? That
It's
was really.
so
Do you know they made a
fucked, man.
statement afterwards where they were like, "Yeah, sorry, that one kind of
Yeah,
sucked."
I've seen that. Because it was writer's strike and stuff, and I was like,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
whatever, fuck you. I guess I guess whoever they got to finish it was way worse.
The scab.
Yeah, a scab. I feel
scab.
some guy, some guy.
Disgusting.
Yeah, but it's
Reeks.
did you see? I forgot to post it to you. Have you seen there was a season 4 like bit from Star Trek Strange New Worlds?
No, I missed that.
There was nothing in it, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It wasn't like
Puppet Pike.
no, they just flew into a nebula and there was a
fucking
beacon and there was an SOS in the nebula or whatever.
It'll
And
be an
that's it.
episode. They'll have fucking Picard or something. He's gone back.
It's
in time.
gonna be in yeah. It's
He's
gonna
gone
be
back
Picard
in
on
time,
the
and he's like, "What year is it?
hello.
My mother has yet to hung herself.
Oh
In
no!
the atrium. I can save her. I can save her, my mother,
Ah.
and solve my commitment issues."
But then he does it and he starts disappearing as
Yeah,
Mikey May Fly or whatever, you know. Oh, the hunging is
The hungening is what made me who I am. I have to go and hang my mother myself in the atrium.
no, Picard.
Picard, you can't do that. That's
You
too
can't
much.
do that, Picard.
That's too much. I'm looking forward to see what Paul Giamatti is like.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the most promising thing from the trailer. And also, he's a good actor, obviously.
Yeah.
Everybody else, I'm sure, will also give a solid performance, but I imagine the material they will be working with is subpar. So I wish them the best of luck, and I'll be watching in January.
Yeah.
See you in the
it's
stars.
January.
Yeah, it's
and
like
then yeah, so we'll have something to talk about. But what else, Star Trek wise? Oh, there's a game that game we haven't played it yet.
A game neither of us have played, so we can't really talk about
it's
it
just
anyway
I was thinking
whatsoever.
I was thinking if we're gonna stream it or not, maybe or no.
We could. Maybe not the demo, but when it's out properly at some point.
Okay,
I
no, I
guess.
thought the demo would be it. Maybe that's a bad idea. Actually, yeah.
Just
Maybe
do
we
the
can
full thing.
determine for the demo if it's worth it.
I'm going to play the demo in my own time to get
Yeah.
a feel of it. And then if I think it could be fun, I'll suggest it. And
Here's
if I think it could be boring, I might still suggest it because we, I don't know, something to do, I guess.
We're just sending Neelix out on every expedition on his own.
The
He's just like,
Neelix only
"Stop!
run.
Stop!
Neelix run.
Neelix becomes the captain. You select Neelix as the captain of the Voyager.
Neelix percent, dude. We're going to make it on speedrun.com. It's going to be Neelix percent.
Neelix only, yeah.
Yeah.
You need
How
to
far
like
can you get having
yeah.
only Neelix?
an only Neelix run. He's running from room to room. He's in engineering. He's in the kitchen. He's in the on the bridge. He's in the
We'll see.
transporter
Maybe
room.
we could do that. We'll do some fun. If that's something like that is possible, we'll have some fun with it. But
Yeah.
we'll leave it for now. I'll give
How
it the
quickly
demo
can you
go,
kill Neelix in a run? That's another one that would be pretty fun. How quickly can you
That's
get
too
rid of him?
cruel, man. That's
I
too
know,
much.
but you know. No, my lungs, they're gone.
I'm dying. I'm dying.
I don't want to live in an iron lung. I don't want to live in an iron lung. Please kill me. Remember that?
And then he does.
Remember?
I remember.
He had holographic lungs, and he was like,
Yeah,
"I'd rather die than be in this machine." But yeah, well, that'll be a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
But anyway, what else have we got to talk about that we watched, which is actually pretty interesting?
I watched Peacemaker season 2 this week.
Mhm.
Finished that off.
What a joke, Peacemaker.
Peacemaker. What a joke.
What a
Overall, incredible season. Better than the first.
I really enjoyed the first one, so it actually is
If
something.
you enjoyed the first one,
Yeah.
you would definitely enjoy the second one because it's the characters are set up, they have their chemistry already. We can go straight into it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a follow up to the Superman movie, which was like fine, you know. It was
Oh
fun.
shit! I need to watch that then. I guess.
You you'll be fine. You'll pick up what's going on.
Yeah.
But overall, it's the premise is interesting. The premise is more interesting than the first season, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It explores, even though like the first season was like a full thing, you know, you
Yeah.
kind of explore all those characters pretty well and their relation to the Peacemaker. The second season gives them some new interesting stuff to explore, you know? It doesn't feel like anybody's dragging on this season. Everybody's got
Yeah.
their own thing going on. It's fun and interesting and engaging.
The only thing I'm gonna
Performances
ask.
are good as well, you know? John Cena's really good in this season in a way that he wasn't quite reaching in the first season as well, you know? He's improved.
The only thing I'm gonna ask is it like ending not on a cliffhanger, but like we're gonna make more sort of thing, or is it kind of like? Is that spoiler?
Well, Max.
That you don't want to talk about? Okay, all right. Okay,
Well,
then,
Max, let me tell you, okay? Let me
Alright.
give you some IMDb episode ratings. Now, this is not reflective of my own opinion.
Oh, okay. Are they bad? Okay.
This is not reflective of my own opinion of these episodes. It's more just to give you an example of how people are feeling generally,
Okay.
you know. So overall, the show has like an 8.8, right?
Okay,
First
that's
episode,
not bad.
we got an 8, followed by like a 7.7, you know? Pretty good. Then we're hitting 8.4, 7.6. And then you got a good stretch here, 3 episodes, 8.2, 9.1, 9.2.
Yeah.
People are loving it. Last episode, 6.7.
Ooh, okay. That's okay.
Oh, no. Overall, I don't think the last episode was bad. The last episode in the last week has been a little controversial, I think,
Okay.
for some people. But, and this is the issue, I think, as well, is that it does kind of, it's open, but James Gunn has also said there are currently no plans for Peacemaker Season 3.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay. So the worry for me is that it's like, we're going now, because I like the Superman movie. It was fun enough, you know. But now I feel like we're slipping into a bad place where fulfilling endings can be hampered by the desire to set up future stuff, you know.
Yeah, I get.
Which is
especially
kind of something that really hit Marvel bad in the later years.
Yeah, because it's like that's what like DC stuff is trying to do, right? They rebooted everything, and they're trying to take off again, right, with a new showrunner, which is James Gunn, right? So,
but what I
Yeah,
liked about the Superman film is that it kind of gets going. It gives you like enough about Lois and Clark, but it also understands that it's like it's Superman. You're probably going to have a working knowledge of like what the deal is here when you go in, right? Like we don't have to belabor the point of like, this is Superman, here's what he does, you know, here's his origin, and here are his relationships explained. Like it gives you enough so that like you can like understand where everything is in the film, you know?
yeah.
Canonically, I guess, or maybe not in the canon, but in the like the progression of these characters. But it's not like another origin movie at the end of the day. It's more it's sort of like it's got origin. It's like Superman becoming Superman a second time almost, you know.
Yeah.
But like
X-Men Origin.
yes. Sure. That's a movie too. But you know, it's a full thing. It's like it ends off. It doesn't really end off being like, oh, look out for Superman 2, you know. It's like it has an end.
But then what's
Whereas
the point?
this one, Peacemaker season 2, especially following this penultimate episode, which was like great through and through, fantastic episode, and then it goes into this one that doesn't quite wrap up in a way I think a lot of people expected. It's got some really awkward moments in it, like just in terms of writing and direction. I think this is probably the one that suffered most from James Gunn's burnout, I guess, at the end of the day, because he wrote like Creature Commandos and Peacemaker Season 2 and Superman all at like the same time, and they were all being produced at the same time, and he's involved in all of them at the same time.
Yeah, that is true. That is a monumentous amount of work. Yeah, I would imagine, yeah.
So it's a bit of a... So for some, it's a bit of a wet fart of an ending.
Maybe a bit of imposter syndrome, I don't know.
Maybe some imposter syndrome even. But this is the thing, is that everything before that last episode, at the end of the day, your mileage may vary on that last episode, but the 7 episodes that precede it are all fantastic and worth watching,
all right, well,
for sure.
I need to get on that. I have been really slacking on consuming media a lot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just not. I think it's because of autumn. I think it's autumn.
I think it's because there's too many sloptions.
I think autumn is really getting to me. I've been having nightmares too. I've been sleeping and having intense dreams. Yeah.
Really?
Have I told you about the nightmare where I had face cancer and they cut my tongue out?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, that was fucked. Yeah. It was really funny because I woke up and I went to work, right? Because I work from home.
Sure.
And then I was like sitting there, like waiting for like a meeting to start in the morning. I was like, what the fuck was I dreaming about? I was like, I caught myself thinking about what I saw in my head. That I didn't like wake up from the thing as like a nightmare, right? I just woke up as if it was like a normal dream. And then I was like, what the fuck happened? And there was like a good, because it happened, the surgery happened. And then I had like no tongue and I couldn't talk. And I was fine for it for some reason. I was just okay with it. It's like so fucked. I had some other dreams, but they've been slipping away quickly. I need to get a dream journal for this so I can pull out things like that, like
so relive
the fact that
morning.
I have face cancer and they cut my face off and I see my face lying on the table, like when they like cut my like a face off style,
like eyes without a face type.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, but so I feel like I'm being dreaming up movies, horror.
The horror. Well, speaking of the horror.
That's true.
It is spoopy month, as people say.
We should probably do something for that. Should we? We should try.
We already did.
But like, that's not enough. I don't think.
We can do more.
People do an entire month. They do an entire month.
But here's the thing. I'm still in the mindset of like Halloween. The vibe of Halloween doesn't start for me until like maybe 2 weeks at most before Halloween itself.
That's true.
But so many, that's the thing nowadays. People are like mid-September and they're like, I'm in spoopy mode. It's like, shut up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not time yet. You can't draw these things out too much because you then get sick of it. You gotta give it its own space.
I think
its own little chunk.
Halloween in the UK is it's a bit weird.
Halloween in the UK is not really. It's only been a proper thing for the last like 15 years, maybe.
But still, people don't do it. Like, and it's like there is still a huge mix of like a lot of people don't do it, but there's some people that engage with it. So it's like
I enjoy Halloween, but Halloween is the beginning of the end for the UK in terms of like its own cultural identity, I think.
Yeah.
Separate from America. Halloween is a very American holiday and idea.
True, yeah.
And it's something that I think is fun to do.
Yeah.
But it's the thing that opened the door to the major Americanization of England, I think.
Culturally. Don't let them in. Like, I'm not human, sort of thing. You let it.
It's like there's some good stuff that comes from it, but then also it does kind of suck to feel like you've become sort of homogenized to America,
Well, it is a cultural powerhouse.
It is. It does control a significant portion of our media.
And you feel that especially in, for example, like in Poland, like in a weird way. Yeah, it's like
I wouldn't know. Please explain.
No, it's just like it has such a huge influence on the culture in like the mainstream culture because like I can't name you like a fucking Polish film that was good, you know, recently, you know, like
Oh, right, yeah.
legitimately.
I think that happens to a lot of places.
Especially like, you know, maybe so I've been meaning to try to look for like some indie productions, you know, and try to see if there's any something indie that's worth seeing. Like, you know, Corpus Christi was pretty good, and that was like a small, and that was a good movie, you know. But it's far in between to actually like say you know, there's always a foreign film that gets like some nomination, but like
Like
sometimes
EO?
EO's. Yeah, that was a movie. You're right. It was okay. Maybe if I rewatch it now, I'll be less mad.
No, I saw
But
people bringing it up on the timeline the other day, and I think the cultural consensus of that film is more aligned with where you were at
yeah,
when you saw it now.
people were like, I remember it was so positive when it came out, you know, and
Yeah,
I was
big.
excited
People
to
are like,
see
"Oh
it.
my god, this movie!"
And then I was like, this is so like kind of. And then I kind of felt with the director, because the director was like, I kind of just made it for myself. I didn't really think that they're gonna like submit this to the Oscars and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I can kind of tell. It's like it feels like like, you know, nothing really that big, you know, in a way, you know. It's something that he wanted to make, and then they were like, we don't have any other movies to submit, let's submit this, you know, sort of thing. And I was like, and I think it won something, right? I don't know, but whatever.
I can't remember now.
But it's yeah, and I would have to like kind of focus and try to find some, but I would probably have heard of some Polish films that are currently coming out that were making some buzz, at least with like the Polish media that I try to consume, like passively consume, or like Polish creators, even YouTubers that talk about films. I would somewhat be able to kind of pick up on something that was having a bit of a buzz, you know. And it's been a while, let's say that, you know. Drogówka was a big one, which is like the what are they called, like road police, like the like whatever. That was a big one. But I haven't heard much from that point on, you know. So it's like, and that's why, you know, because you don't have your own kind of producers out there making stuff, then it kind of, you know, you get influenced a lot, you know, let's say by foreign media. You know, that's, what can you do?
True. You can make your own films,
well, yeah,
like the director of In the Dark did, I guess.
That's true, but it
Which
did
we can
seem.
talk about now, I guess.
Do you know how this movie came to be? Like in terms of being, did they publish it? Did they release it?
I don't fucking know.
That's the thing, because that's what I'm
This
curious
is such
about.
an interesting movie. So what happened was, I watched the movie In the Dark, and then I suggested you watch it because I think it'd be interesting to talk about. I found out about it.
And it's on YouTube, so everybody can go and see it.
Yeah, you can go and watch it right now before we even talk. You can pause right now, watch it, and then come back, and we'll be talking about it.
Yeah.
I saw it mentioned on Twitter. I saw like a post about it being like a really overlooked horror film, and I looked at the poster, and I was like, that looks interesting. I'd give that a watch, you know?
Yeah.
I like a random horror movie that I've never heard of before, sure. I go to look it up, and I'm like, and it shows you like a TV show from like 2017 and stuff, and like some other shit from the mid 2000s, and it's like, what is this? Where is this movie? And I pocketed it away, and then a few days later, I was like, okay, now it's time to watch a thing. I want to watch this.
Yeah.
So I look it up, and it's like, yeah, this movie doesn't exist, sort of. Like, it's out, but it never officially came out. I think it was screened a few times within by the director, I assume, in some areas. And he talks about, the director does have a website. I can't remember what the name of the website is. Let's see if Basic Elements LLC, that's it. There's only one other movie on here.
Yeah.
From like 2014 or something. called Pagan Holidays. Haven't
I think
seen
I've
that,
seen
so
it
I don't
on
know
the
what it's like.
IMDb as yeah.
It's like the only other film, and then there's an about section that talks about In the Dark, but there's not really any information on it. It's just like it's just a film that was made at some point by this guy, based on a Richard Lehman book of the same name, or an adaptation of that book with a different ending for budgetary reasons, but then also it gives a different effect, from what I understand. But outside of that, it's just a movie that was shot straight to video and done.
Yeah, and
That's it. It just has existed in this layer underneath the world for fucking 25 years.
yeah. And I guess
In the
that's
dark.
there's just so much of this stuff, and and that's the thing. It gets you thinking. I was like, there's probably so much good stuff out
probably
there.
a
You
lot
know,
of
there's
stuff like that.
so much
It's-
stuff. You know,
I think this is so. The reason why I told you to watch it, most of all, one, I thought it'd be interesting to talk about, but two, mostly, is because obviously you watch quite a lot of like very low budget films,
Yeah.
and also
Yeah.
films that are very clearly like made with like whatever they have. So I thought you'd find it interesting because this is probably like in a similar vein to like 28 Days Later. This is the kind of movie that is inspiring because it looks so good
yeah,
for a
For-
movie that is shot on like home video.
yeah,
Shot
absolutely.
and like edited on home video. The editing is fantastic, even though it's like the sound is all over the place. But like the visuals of the poor quality and the sound of the poor quality, or the poor quality sound and the poor quality video, I should word it, both add so much to the atmosphere of the film and the
Yep.
and the intense nature of it that it's it's excellent. I think it's so
Yeah.
well done. It's a great
It's-
example of like independent filmmaking.
And it's
For
just
sure.
feels like just so they knew their limits and they kind of worked into them. Like, you know, just
Yeah,
the idea
definitely.
in the dark, filming at night in the city is way easier because there's less people out, you know,
You just
stuff
go
like that.
you just go out onto the street at like 2 a.m. and film
Yeah.
these empty streets, this woman walking around and stuff, and it all adds to this atmosphere of like
Yeah.
of death, like a world that's dying, you know, it's
Yeah, absolutely,
eating
yeah.
itself in nihilism and stuff.
Yeah, and it does feel like they just were like even the digital. It is so interesting that like with such a limited, because I feel like it does feel like they just have like a single camera, like they have
Yeah,
a single
definitely.
cam,
It's all black and white as well.
and they
Black and white video camera.
yeah, exactly, and they just work around that, right? They just move around whenever they need to make a cut or they need to repeat a scene or do a different angle of something. It's
And the lighting as well is like all it doesn't feel like there's any actual like
yeah.
lighting. It feels like they have a flashlight
Yeah,
and
basically.
and whatever indoor lighting there is.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I think the most well lit scenes are the ones that are like in the library that she works at, right? That
Yeah.
are like it's well lit because the building is well lit, right?
But then
there
it's
is-
like it only looks like normal because that's like still low lighting.
yeah,
Because
absolutely.
that's like low light, like halogen bulbs and stuff. Because
Yeah.
when they have outdoor shots during the daytime, it's like completely blown out.
Yeah.
Like the screen becomes
exactly.
completely white, and it works so well. Like you were saying before, it leans into that because the film really makes like we had a few weeks ago, the clair obscur, the chiaro oscuro, you know, the black
Yeah.
and white. It leans heavily into these huge broad strokes of like of suffocating black and blinding white, you know. It's I mean it's noir at the end
And
of the day, isn't it?
that's true. That is that's true. And I and it just because you were talking about, it was very interesting. It was a very good idea because I do believe that like it's just so important to just have like a like interesting story. Honestly,
Yeah,
to
so
tell.
it's like it's a proto, maybe not torture film, but it exists within that sort of like audition and Saw realm. It's very grounded in its horror, of like just like nasty sleaziness and home invasion and that sort of thing.
A manhunt, like that's the
Manhunt,
whole, sort of thing. Yeah.
There's a master of games who's like slowly trickling and grooming essentially this
Grooming.
librarian into this librarian, but it's like she leans into it so much because she's bored, she's apathetic with life, so and it's the most interesting thing that is going on for her.
And it's so interesting to watch this film because, like, comparably, I watched a lot of stuff where I would just pick a random low budget movie, and I'm sitting there and I'm forcing myself to watch it. I'm forcing myself to watch it. Every single thing that's like bad about it's amplified by the fact that I'm just not enjoying myself, and the low budget gets amplified because of that, right? That you can feel how low budget. And the thing is that, like, I feel like this movie really did hook me, like, immediately. That one,
it does,
that first letter she gets, that first envelope. I was like, I was like, this is interesting. I wonder, where this is going. It's literally like, a hook, it is a line sinker, you get, and it pulls you. You're excited to see what is she gonna find next. Oh, it's escalating. More money, more money.
And I think this is where the straight to video element of it comes in as well. Like, it both gives you the feeling of being along the ride with her, basically.
That's
like you're saying, I had the same sort of feeling every time she finishes one objective. You kind of have this slightly morbid curiosity of like whatever the next challenge will be, because every single time the reward money is doubled.
It's doubled,
so it gets bigger and bigger, exponentially growing every single time. But at the same time, the fact that it feels like a whole movie the way it's recorded, you always have this disgusting like voyeurism feeling over you. It feels like you're watching
something that you
like
shouldn't see.
They don't ever
like,
address the camera. Like, the camera isn't physically there, but because of the format it's shot in, it feels like the camera is literally there, documenting things that are happening, and you're watching some kind of. You feel like it's going to lead to a snuff film or something.
Yeah, it feels like, nasty. It's basically gross. In a way. Yeah, it's gross. It's nasty. And it adds to the atmosphere. Of the entire thing. And I was It's just it. The pacing is really good, like, of the story, of the escalation of the things, and it's just the acting is like, they're not professional actors. It doesn't seem like they're looking at the IMDb. It doesn't seem like they continue to become.
I mean, they're not
but
sure,
they do the job, and I feel like
they're like local actors.
They're like local actors.
They probably do like theater productions.
Exactly, and
have a couple films or
good
TV
performances. For the main character did a good performance. Some of the dialogue is a little bit stiff, but it's like I was saying, all the other movies I've watched that are kind of low budget like that, because so much of the other stuff is so bad, so I can forgive this movie like these kind of shortcomings because everything else is so good, it's like you buy a lot of goodwill basically from me watching this, and I really enjoyed my ride rather than to watch this movie, and I was thinking, I was like, oh, this isn't even 90 minutes, because they actually had a story that had a length, they went
it's like a little under 2 hours, isn't it? Like an hour 40.
It's hour 40. Oh, Jesus Christ! Hour 46. I have it open here because I was looking at something. So they have a story that they weren't trying to filler because they couldn't make a feature length, right? They had a story that was of a feature length, right? Which is admirable, you know, for a small production, you know. And yeah, well, do we want to talk about like the plot, or do we just kind of
talk about it a bit? I mean, it's a descent into madness, I guess, isn't it? The things that the main character is tasked with become increasingly like upsetting and dangerous as they go on. And then eventually she sort of gets cut off from this game. I don't want to spoil it because I do want to say that it's all on YouTube. So if you're listening to this, you should just watch it because I think the ending's really good, especially the like epilogue of the movie is very. I mean, it ends on a downer, really, and it wasn't ending how I expected it to end.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
there's a lot of mystery involved in the story. But yeah, no, I mean it's. I don't know. It's just so. It was so surprisingly well done, given its format and budget, that I was taken aback by it. Especially the editing as well. I want to call out. Especially it's like, it was edited fantastically. Like because you still, you can make a home movie sort of like straight to video film like look good, you know?
Yeah.
But it's difficult to edit because the sound is right there in the tape, and there's a constant hum and fuzziness to it, and when it cuts, you can feel every single cut. Nothing feels natural. But despite that, it leans into that aspect of it so much, you know, that it's jarring and it's uneasy. You've always got this constant presence of knowing that a cut can come soon at any point, and being able to hear it and feel it. It makes it feel more tactile. There you go. That's what I'm trying to say. And I really like that about it. And the movie was generally like unnerving at a lot of points. You know, as far as a horror movie goes, I would say it is decently unnerving.
Yeah, and this is kind of a real production of something that like a lot of analog horror currently is like replicating, right? But this is like a real deal, you know. Like,
a lot of like stupid analog horror stuff online now really loves the like, oh, it's like VHS tape, you know?
Yeah.
Which I love. For some reason, I do find home video VHS stuff like eerie, you know?
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
like Skinamarink did. I was scared in Skinamarink because it's like the format and the way it feels as a recording is
it feels very personal,
unnerving to me. You know,
very personal for some reason. And that sort of look to a tape, you know, a lot of home.
When
video
I was a kid,
stuff.
which is the one? Is it The Ring or The Grudge that has the video you watch and it's 7 days?
Ring, right?
It's The Ring, isn't it?
Yeah.
I remember as a kid, like, generally, that movie isn't scary, but when I watched it when I was younger, the tape bits were frightening to me for some reason. Only the tape. I don't like the tape part. But then everything else in the film is like, it's like a spooky ghost, and it's getting them.
Yeah.
But exactly. Yeah, like you said, because there's a level of, like, realness to it, you know? Like, I can remember watching Lion King on tape as a kid.
Yeah.
And then it's like...
the physicality of the media too,
Yeah. It feels otherworldly when it's film like that and not digital.
Yeah, and when you find, like, that's the thing, it has a feeling of found tape where you find it, and there is
it could be anything on there.
We have so much, like, you know, nowadays we produce a lot of things, we record a lot of things, and they're so disposable in a way, you know. But there is the types of tape and making tape and stuff and recording stuff on tape still has that kind of purpose to it. Like, people made tapes with a purpose in a way, you know what I mean? Like, now you got a gallery full of pictures that you don't even look through, you know, and it feels like tapes were like, oh yeah, this is something I want to go back to, and also it have something really fucked up on it. You don't want to, you put in the tape and there's like something absolutely horrid on it, you know.
Like you were saying, it's like there's so much like analog horror stuff these days. That's just like
it's over
a shit filter and stuff, and it looks like it's not very well done.
There is a lot. It's oversaturated. I feel a lot like that look very much, but it's a big thing. It's a nice nice breath of fresh air of seeing an actual media that like kind of they I feel like the choice is deliberate, right, of the way this movie looks, but there's also the aspect of the limitations they worked with, that they were like, this is the way we're going to do this because these are the limits that we have. It's a
perfect culmination of like of being able to utilize your lack of a budget to make a stronger product.
Like
exactly, the movie simply wouldn't be as good if it was shot on film. Or digital,
exactly.
Like it simply would not have the same sort of feeling as it does now.
Yeah,
it would probably be an inferior product, I think.
I like that. It is funny that Amadeus is like as a is because they use the soundtrack. That's why it's on. Because I'm looking at the YouTube video and it's like they use the song from Amadeus in there, and I was like, it's also a black and white. So, but good recommendation. You can watch it
by
on
Clifton Holmes, isn't it? Clifton Holmes. You can watch it on YouTube.
On YouTube,
now.
type in like "In the Dark 2000," and then you will probably. It's
going to be so easy. I'm going to do it immediately right now. I'm going to type in the Dark 2000.
He did it.
And there it is. Full SOV horror film director
right now.
Clifton
it could
Holmes.
be you.
I like that the very first one has 2000 question mark because it's like we were saying earlier. It's like the movie didn't really come out. It just adds another layer to the feeling of it. It's like this movie doesn't feel like it exists, you know?
It's interesting that like for how like they put a lot of effort into making this, right? And it's like
there's a lot of it's
nowhere,
not just like it doesn't feel like luck. It feels like they planned out like because it would be very easy to make this sort of film and it would look like complete shit. Because you could have all the best intentions to be like, oh, we're going to utilize the poor quality and all these like horrible low light shots and stuff and just shooting in the middle of the night without any lights, basically. And you could do all that and have it come out looking like absolute shit. So there's a lot of thought that still needs to go into it. You know, you can't just shoot it with low quality stuff. You need to try even harder to make it look good.
You know what this movie kind of reminded me of, and like I feel like it's a bit of a cop-out, I guess. For me, I guess it was like, you know, Weapons and like Barbarian in a way. A way. I don't know why. It's just like
because I rewatched Weapons this week actually with some friends. So
little vibe of like the neighborhood. You know, like the idea of like the neighborhood and the evil.
So like suburbia.
Suburbia, especially the houses. When there's a scene where she enters the house, and it really kind of reminded me. I don't know why. It's just. I wouldn't be surprised maybe that he's seen it at some point. This movie at some point maybe had some sort of inspiration. Yeah,
possibly. I don't know. Maybe. I think it's I don't know. It seems like this might be the most obscure film we've ever watched and talked about.
Could be. Maybe.
I can't think of anything more. Like you've obviously watched a lot of low budget films, but I mean the low budget films you watch are on streaming services.
Yeah, it doesn't count in a way. Have I watched anything that's weird? I'm not going to talk about it. It's like I watched like some comedies that were made by people that my like mom knew that were like published in television, and they were on TV like maybe twice or thrice, and you can watch them on YouTube.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not saying that the most obscure thing you've ever watched, but the most obscure thing we've talked about on this.
Yeah, I know. It's just like I'm trying to think if I was going to. It's like, oh yeah, probably this, and it was on TV at one point in Poland. On top of that, so I was like, maybe that would be pretty rough in terms of the numbers of people that actually know that this exists. You know. But highly recommended. You can no excuses.
Seal of protection, as we
seal
have
of
been
protection. We're in the dark.
Yeah,
we're in the dark, off screen.
Yep. Was that one
Yeah.
bit where that lady had eaten her arm? That was crazy.
Yeah, that was insane.
That was like, ooh,
That's pretty weird.
I wasn't
yeah.
expecting this.
Yeah,
That whole house sequence in general is like real. It felt like Resident Evil.
It was very creepy. I was like, "What the fuck is gonna happen here?" Like this is because it's like
Very off-putting.
it's clean, but at the same time you feel like the dirtiness of like the entire thing is like I don't know, something really bad is gonna be here. Like
And I
something.
did love the scene where she goes to that one guy's house,
Yeah,
with the
Yeah.
letter, and he just has like a frank conversation with her in the end. It's like,
yeah.
but at
it's-
the same time, you still feel tense because you think something might happen. Like
Yeah.
the main character, you just don't know what to expect from any of these little games that are being played.
yeah, but you're curious,
Yeah,
and
you're
also
just
it's
curious and
money.
bored as her.
money. The money is a. She's she
Money.
could justify doing the thing she's doing because she in reality
It doubles
she's just
and
really
bubbles
curious,
and bubbles.
right?
50,
She's-
100, 200, 400.
yeah.
you know?
In reality, she's curious, right? More than
Yeah, yeah.
anything, and she's bored with life.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
she
'cause
has
it
that
sort of
next
dries
bump.
up at one point,
Yeah.
and she's still craving it.
Yeah, she's got a
Even
bump
without
of
the money.
like, oh, I can get money out of it. It's like a thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
justifying her weird stuff that she's doing,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's like I can make money out of it, and
And she
That's,
thinks she thinks it's this guy at first. She's like thinks it's just his weird way of like getting her
Flirting,
interested
yeah.
in him and
Yeah.
flirting. But as it evolves, you're like, oh no.
yeah, but it
that
very
at
much has like a weird concept of like hostel or like a audition or yeah.
It
If you-
feels like it does feel like when was audition? Audition I think might have been like this audition 2001. Audition was. Where are you, Takeshi Miike? It would have been the year before this for sure, 1999. So a lot like I don't know. I mean, it's obviously a really obscure pick, but a lot of people talk about Audition as the sort of like the originator of the torture
yeah,
film. I think it's fair to throw this in there as well. I mean, I guess that's sort of the direction media was taking at the time in general.
Human
you know?
Centipede, Human Centipede 2,
well,
Human
that's
Centipede
like
3.
That's
uh,
like fucking 12 years later. That's
I know,
like a
I
while
know.
after.
I know, I'm just.
But I mean, that's
making
like
fun.
the end point of that. I think that's when the genre was starting to like people were getting sort of sick of it, and it just became,
yeah,
grotesque for the sake of it. But like,
Saw,
as
Saw
a
1,
precursor
Saw
to
2,
Saw and stuff, yeah. It's
Saw,
like,
Saw 3, Saw 4, Saw 5. How many Saws are there? Because Saw X is the last
there's
one.
like
that's
11
10.
or 12
Is
now,
there
maybe.
10?
I don't know.
Jesus
I only
Christ.
watched like 3 of them, and then I got bored.
Saw X. Jason
And then
versus
I think
Saw.
I saw another one at some point on TV. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, check out In the Dark, as we've said multiple times now. But I mean, that's about it. Do you have anything you want to talk about?
No. We want to talk about No, I'm Not Human, but I need to finish it first.
Yeah, I'd
properly,
like to-
and then,
I was probably
we could
gonna-
talk about it.
I'll either watch you play more if you stream more, or I'll watch some other streams of it. I was thinking of playing it myself, but I'm playing too much of this Digimon, man. I like the Digimon. Man. I'm
Your friend's
Digimon up.
Digimon, right? You can't let him just be
Yeah.
there, right?
Yeah, I can't let them die in the Digi world.
In
I
the
have to
Digi
save
world.
them. I have to save Shinjuku,
Mm-hmm.
Japan.
Do you think
From
if
the
you like leave
Digipocalypse.
the save on and you like move on from the game and you relaunch it in a couple of years, they'll be like dead. They'll be like dead Digimon lying there instead of
Yeah,
alive
probably.
Digimon.
Yeah,
You don't want that
definitely.
to happen
I don't. Why would I want that to happen? Of course not.
because they're not real, Ben. Because they're not real.
So I'll probably watch some No I'm Not Human streams because of that, because I have to protect my Digimon. But I guess in that case, that does it for us.
Mm-hmm. Looking
a
forward
week.
to watching Star Trek Academy.
Starfleet Academy in like 3 months or something.
Unfortunately, 3 months. We
Oh,
won't
well.
talk about Star Trek for a bit again.
Well, we can talk about that game maybe.
Oh yeah, that's true. I feel
We'll
maybe.
see. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, if you'd like to listen to more, you can go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, Sketcher, Stitcher,
Yeah.
that's the one, Shuffle, Pod App by John, Audios,
Podcast Addict.
Audio Addict, Sound
Podcast-
Files,
Podcasts and Pod and Me. Podcast,
my
podcast and
my
me.
podcast and me,
2.5 podcasts.
and all the rest. You'll be able to find us. And all those places will obviously give you the opportunity to like, subscribe, review in some way. We appreciate all that stuff if you can do it. A lot of them have comments now, so you can comment there. But if not, you can go to YouTube because we're there as well. Dead Ensigns on YouTube. You can like, comment, and subscribe. And if you don't want to comment on any of those places and you'd rather a good old email, you can do deadensigns@gmail.com. That's deadensigns@gmail.com. Until next time, bye-bye. If you listen to the episode next week, you'll get double the fun. And the
That's
same
true.
with the one after.
Mm-hmm.
And a special task
Mm-hmm.
that we'll reveal next time.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.
It's shorted out, sir. We're gonna have to phaser it.
Then what are you waiting for?
Right away, sir.
Faster would be better, Ensign.
I can't, sir. We don't want to...
That's enough.
But, sir...
Stand aside, Carlton. I'm going through. You're alive. Good.